Yo, what's up guys, it's X-Rays and welcome to another episode of my Ultimate Class Setup Guide. Today we're going to be covering the Vector CRB. We're going to be discussing some of its weaknesses, some of its strong points, and of course get you a class setup that will best set you up for whatever situation that you're in. Before I jump into the actual class setup though, if you guys are new and you enjoy these types of videos, remember to subscribe. I'm on my way to 50,000 subscribers, so any help you guys could give me would be much appreciated. And with that being said, let's jump straight into the class setup for you guys. First of all, the Vector, one of its strong points is the fact that it is a very accurate weapon. It's one of the most accurate SMGs in Call of Duty Ghosts at the moment, so you really want to take advantage of that accuracy and even improve upon it to make it just like the best, most accurate SMG in the game. So with that being said, we're going to discuss the best way to set this up. So the first attachment that I use on the Vector is going to be the foregrip attachment. It gives it noticeably less recoil and makes it a much more accurate weapon. And with the Vector, having this extra bump in accuracy allows you to take gunfights that you wouldn't normally from medium range and actually try to take some shots and take someone from a distance. Now, of course, since it is an SMG, I would recommend that if you are trying to pick someone off at a medium distance, that you of course make sure that you are the first person to shoot. Don't try to engage someone who's using an assault rifle. If you see someone who's running across the room and you're in a medium distance, then by all means, you got the foregrip attachment on the Vector. You're going to be able to pick them off rather easily, not have a lot of trouble with the recoil, especially since you have that extra added accuracy with the foregrip attachment. Now, the second attachment that I recommend that you use is the silencer. You want to make sure that you're using the silencer so you take out a group of 3 people as opposed to killing one person and alerting the next 2. Since it is an SMG, even though the silencer does kind of take a little bit off the range and makes it less effective at a more medium range, it's still a great option to use because most of the time when you're using an SMG, you should be on small maps and you're going to be able to take out the enemy 2, 3 in a row without them even noticing what's going on because they're not hearing any gunshots or seeing any muzzle flash, etc. For this weapon class setup, I actually decided to forego having a grenade and actually just have a secondary. There might be times where you run out of ammo with the Vector and you have to quickly switch out to a pistol or something, especially if you are maybe just 1 kill away from your next kill streak and you don't want to die. It would be such a horrible waste. So of course I recommend that you have a pistol, and this one I'm just using you can use any pistol that you feel comfortable with. With this one I'm just using the MP443. It's just a pistol for me to switch to in case of an emergency. Nothing too special about the secondary. Now with that being said, let's talk about the perks that I have in this class setup. It's an SMG, so you want to run around rather quickly. You're going to be engaging a lot of people. You're going to be running out of ammo, and more than anything you want to have intel on the enemy. So the first perk that I have is going to be Sleight of Hand. That allows you to reload a lot faster. You're going to be running in and out of rooms. When you need to reload, you're going to be able to do it rather quickly, especially if you're low on health or something and in a bad situation. Being able to reload a lot faster and take the enemy out by surprise is just a huge, invaluable asset. The next perk that I have on is actually going to be Focus, especially with the fact that you have this foregrip on the Vector. You're going to find yourself in some of the little bit of a longer gunfights than you would with an SMG, so having Focus allows you to stay on target, especially if you're facing another weapon that's like the assault rifle or something. You're going to be able to kind of stay on beat a little better than the assault rifle if they're not using Focus. And of course, you use Focus when you're in other gunfights with other SMGs. They're going to be flailing around, especially with the added recoil that SMGs have. And since you have that foregrip and you have Focus, you're going to be able to just take people out really quickly. The next perk that I have is going to be Scavenger. I mentioned again, you can run out of ammo rather quickly, especially if you're rushing around. Having Scavenger allows you to never find yourself in a situation where you are completely out of ammo. Whether it's your primary or your secondary, you're actually going to be able to pick up packs, especially if you're running around and rushing. You're constantly going to be running over those ammo packs and just replenishing the ammo, making you a much more effective SMG user. The next perk that I have attached is going to be Steady Aim. This is the best perk to use with SMGs. Steady Aim is not really that great to use with assault rifles, LMGs, snipers, etc. because they have such a huge hip spray that really it wouldn't be effective at all. With SMGs, you slap on Steady Aim, you're going to be able to pre-fire around corners, you're going to be able to take out the enemy, especially if you're in a gunfight where it's faster to use a hip spray than it is to ADS. Having Steady Aim is just going to put you head and shoulders above the rest of the competition. It's a great perk to use. I would recommend that you use it on all of your SMG classes, especially if you're the kind of person who's especially running around and rushing as much as you can. The last perk that I have on this class setup is going to be the ping perk. It's a great perk, only costs 2 points, and it's a great perk to use because you kill one enemy, it sends out a sonar, it lets you know which enemy is nearby, and especially when you're rushing with an SMG and you are in, say, a room or 2 rooms that are connected next to each other, you kill one person, you're going to be able to find the next person with that sonar if they're not using off the grid. And, you know, it's the best perk, I would say, to use with SMGs. If you're using ping with assault rifles and everything, it's very effective as well. But if you're using an SMG and you're using ping, it just combines together to be like a super soldier class loadout where you're taking people out consistently. And say you kill someone and there's someone behind you, it's also going to be saving your ass. But anyways, guys, this drag package, you can use whatever you want. If you're trying to go for KDMs, I would suggest Specialist. If you're going for high KD, use some Assault. If you're not that great of a player and you want to help out, use Support. So in this case, I was just using, you know, some Assault, some SATCOM, and some Dogs because I just like to rush around, get my kill streaks over and over. But that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Ultimate Class Loadout. If you did, remember to slap a like and a favorite on this video. It helps the video get out there for more people to enjoy. And also, if you guys are new and have not already subscribed, feel free to do so. I'm on my way to 50,000 subscribers, so any help you guys can give me would be much appreciated. The last thing I want to ask you guys is to leave a comment down below with which weapon you want me to build a class setup around. It can be SMG, snipers, any weapon that is in Call of Duty Go. So feel free to leave it as a comment down below and you might see it in the next episode of Ultimate Class Setup. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. I'm X-Rays, I'm out. Peace.